I'm Jason, UFC, and today we have a story about UFC heavyweight champion Jon Jones dubs Mike Platinum Perry as the quote best African fighter over Israel Adesanya and Dricus du Plessis. Oh my goodness. UFC heavyweight champion Jon Jones has dubbed Mike Perry as the best African fighter over Israel Adesanya and Dricus du Plessis. It should be noted that Mike Perry has previously told the MMA community that he's legally allowed to use the N-word because a DNA kit revealed he's, quote, 2% African. Perry has gotten into his fair share of trouble for using the N-word and has publicly apologized for doing so. The 31-year-old Mike Perry parted ways with the UFC back in 2021 after being with the promotion for more than 5 years. Platinum went on to sign with the BKFC Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, where he currently holds a record of 3 wins, 0 losses after defeating Julian, isn't it the Let Me Bang guy? Michael Venom Page, who's currently in free agent, but Michael Venom Page was a Bellator fighter, and Luke Rockhold. Someone from some podcast asked Bones Jones, who's the best African fighter, Israel, Dricus du Plessis, or Mike Perry? So they prefaced it by adding Mike Perry to this. Jon Jones laughingly replied, the real in himself, Mike Perry. Mike Perry took to Twitter to respond to Jon Jones, and the video saying, real recognize real. Shout out to the GOAT, Jon Jones. We're not gonna get, you know what? We don't have to get too far into the rest. This is just a funny story, right? Like, we just have to be honest. Everyone, I'm an MMA casual, but we all know Mike Perry says he's, allowed to use the N-word because he's 2% African. I'm black. A lot of black people truthfully loves Mike Perry and have, quote, given him the pass to use the word. No one really cares. He's just one of those cool dudes, right? Like, we just love Mike Perry. Everyone loves Mike Perry. Does he have a pass to use it? Is it a pass? It is what it is. It doesn't offend me. As I would say, it doesn't offend me when Mike Perry uses the word, right? Because of how he uses it and, how cool he is. He's just a cool kid. And so, but do I think he's the best? I wouldn't say he's, I wouldn't say he's the best African fighter at the moment, to say the least. But it's just funny, Dricus du Plessis and Israel Adesanya. I didn't want to get into that because that part of the story is not fun. It's kind of disgusting, and I want to stay away from that talk between those two because it got really real and real personal, and like I said, the comments are completely disgusting. But this is a fun story with Mike Perry. Someone was just questioning Jon Jones and they threw Mike Perry in there. I'm pretty sure if they were just asking Jon Jones who's the real African fighter, Israel Adesanya or Dricus du Plessis, you know what? I have no idea who he would answer as the real African fighter. Both of them, in my opinion, about that story, both of them are African, and I'm just gonna move on from that point. I'm just gonna move on from that point. But like I said, Mike Perry, does he get a pass? Yada yada yada. Doesn't matter to me. He doesn't offend me when he uses the N-word. Mike Perry's a cool dude. He's African. He's 2%. He's 2% African, so he's quote unquote allowed to use that word, right? To say the least. But let me know your opinion of this story. I'm Jason, UFC and MMA casual. Today we had a story about UFC heavyweight champion Jon Jones dubs Mike Platinum Perry as the best African fighter over Israel Adesanya and Dricus du Plessis. This is a fun story, right? Fun story. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.